Good morning, Great Niners! Welcome to another exciting episode of English 9 Valenzuela Live. This is the 7th week of this quarter, and I hope you are all doing well. This morning, we target to hit the most essential learning competency, make connections between text to particular issues, concerns, and dispositions in real life. With a subskill, infer thoughts, feelings, and intentions in a material viewed. After this module, you are expected to infer thoughts, feelings, and intentions in a material viewed, understand the goals, purpose, and structure of an informative essay, and get the different sides of social, moral, and economic issues affecting the nation by writing informative essays. We will be using Quarter 2, Module 6, Lesson 6, entitled Get the Different Sides of Social, Moral, and Economic Issues Affecting the Nation, written by Ma'am Maria Carmela D. Fajardo of Mapulang Lupa National High School. Are you ready? Let us start. Our game for today is called Name It. Now that we live in a virtual era, I'm wondering, how much do you really know about social media? This is what you are going to do. I'll be showing you social media icons. All you have to do is to name them. Let's find out if you really are a social media genius. For each number, you'll be given 5 seconds to type in your answers in the comment section below. Are we all set? Let's get it on. Number 1. This is an American blog publishing service that allows multi-user blogs with time-stamped entries. Name it. The answer is Blogger. Number 2. Do you want to stay in touch, have free online calls, messaging, and affordable international calling to mobiles or landlines, and instant online meetings? You can count on this app. Name it. The answer? Skype. Next. This is another American image sharing and social media service designed to enable saving and discovery of information on the internet using images and, on a smaller scale, animated GIFs and videos in the form of pinboards. What is this? Name it. Answer? Pinterest. Number 4. It is the leading destination to find and showcase creative work and home to the world's best design professionals. This helps connect designers online since 2009. Name it. The answer is Dribbble. Next. This is a social media platform that allows users to discuss and vote on content that other users have submitted. It came up with karma points. Users get karma by their comments and links being upvoted by others in the community. Name it. The answer is Reddit. Next is a popular photo sharing and hosting service with advanced and powerful features. It supports an active and engaged community where people share and explore each other's photos. Name it. Answer? It is Flickr. Number 7. It is another blogging platform that makes it easy for users to post images, GIFs, videos, music, text, links, and more. What is this? Name it. Answer: Tumblr. Number 8. This app is free, well designed, fast, and easy to use. It lets you check messages, invite people to connect, review updates, and send messages to your connections. Name it. Answer: it is LinkedIn. Next is an American social networking service and was the largest social networking site in the world from 2005 to 2008. What is this? Name it. The answer is MySpace. Finally, for number 10, it is another American microblogging and social networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. What is this? Name it. Answer: it is Twitter. How many right answers have you got? Perfect. Now, tell me honestly, how many hours have you spent this week scrolling through your social media feeds for the tiny dopamine you get whenever someone gives you a like or a retweet? Honestly, I cannot blame you for that because I am also guilty. At this point, let me show you a short video clip about the evolution of social media.
Do you watch stories on Instagram? Do you tweet about your thoughts? Many people share blog posts on Tumblr or play with filters on Snapchat. Others find friends on Facebook. Facebook is a social media giant, but it was not the first one. The first social media site was 6 Degrees, made by Andrew Weinreich in 1997. 6 Degrees was pretty popular with users until 2003. That's when Tom Anderson made MySpace. This new site let users make profiles that play their favorite music. They could even design their own backgrounds. MySpace quickly became the most used social media site in the world. Then, Facebook changed everything. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook when he was a sophomore at Harvard in 2004. It went public in 2006, and people flocked to the site. Over the years, Facebook did a lot to stay on top. It watched its competitors and added their most popular traits to its own site. Facebook added hashtags to keep up with Twitter. Later, it added stories to compete with Snapchat. Today, Facebook is the world's biggest social media site. It has 2.3 billion monthly users. When Instagram went live in 2010, Facebook knew it had a tough competitor. Instagram is much more visual place than Facebook. This quickly made it attractive to younger users. On Instagram, users can add filters to their photos and watch each other's daily stories. When Facebook bought Instagram in 2011, it had further cemented its place in the social media world, and in 2018, Instagram had 1 billion users. Many think the site will one day be bigger than Facebook. We use social media pretty often. We tweeted wonders of the day and talk with our friends on Facebook. We even follow wonderful classrooms on Instagram. However, we must also know how to limit the time we spend on social media. Some studies have found that social media users are less happy and more anxious than others. Social media has also been blamed for spreading misinformation. It's a great tool for staying connected but should be used carefully. It's always important to stay safe online. This is especially true on social media, where you may encounter people who you don't know. There are plenty of ways to stay safe. First, never share your password with others. Second, don't talk to strangers, even if someone says they know your friends or family. Don't talk to people you don't know. Finally, don't give out your personal information. Sharing things like your phone number, an address, and can put you in danger.
What you have just watched is an example of an informative writing transformed into a video. From the root word inform, It gives the audience sort of information about the history of social media. This video fairly educates us like which social media platform arose first, which comes first before which, and what it brings to all of us. Let us define important terms in today's lesson. But before that, let me give you a description of what an informative writing is. Informative writing educates the reader on a certain topic. One may argue that any academic essay in the world is an example of the informative essay, as it provides specific information in a chosen topic. From one side, it is true. But this type of writing has its specific features. What is an informative essay? An informative essay is a type of academic writing which aims to provide basic information and in-depth knowledge of the selected topic. Typically, this type of essay will answer any of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. Of course, it can also answer how, indicating how to do something. Also, an informative essay is the best way to explain something complicated in a non-complicated way. Even though you are writing on a topic of interest to you, be sure to back up each claim with substantial facts and statistics. Let the content speak for itself, inviting readers to learn more. If your informative essay is interesting enough, it may move the readers to learn more about the subject. But they will have to come to that on their own, thanks to the wealth of information you presented. There are 4 major purposes in writing an informative essay. First, to inform or present information. Second, to present data in a fair manner. Third, to use resources that are reliable and scholarly. And fourth, to present information clearly and in organized procedure. The basic structure of an informative essay is very simple. It needs to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. These are known more formally as the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The introduction. The beginning, otherwise known as the introduction, is your opportunity to present your thesis statement and grab the attention of the readers. Your thesis statement must be one sentence, making it clear what the reader will be informed about. The introduction can be anywhere from a paragraph to a page, depending on the requirements and circumstances. Use your introduction to give the main idea, provide any pertinent definitions, and briefly describe what will be discussed. Above all, the introduction paragraph must clearly state what the readers are about to explore. Be sure to steer clear any of the evidences of your opinion on the topic. The body. The middle, otherwise known as the body, is your opportunity to expound upon the thesis statement and grab the attention of the readers with solid facts, statistics, statements, and other supporting details. The body will be several paragraphs long, comprising the bulk of the essay. This is where you will provide further details about the main idea. Be sure you delve deeply into every area previously outlined in the introduction. Apply the body part to inform the target readers about the peculiarities of the topic. Share some interesting facts. Go into possibly unknown details and reflect the common knowledge in a new light to make readers be more interested. The conclusion. The end, otherwise known as the conclusion, is your opportunity to summarize the essay in a paragraph or two. It should lead the readers to want to learn more about the topic. Be sure to reiterate the thesis statement clearly. In your introduction, you may have laid out what would be covered in the essay. Offer a sentence or two reiterating what was learned about those topic areas. After that, offer up a few closing remarks that gloss over the most important elements and end on a high note, encouraging your readers to learn more or contemplate the most important part of your essay. You may even pose rhetorical question. End up the paper by providing a summary of obtained skills and main points listed in the body of your informative essay. Avoid adding any new information and questions. Bring the closure to the paper while maintaining the reading audience's interest in the presented topic. Here is an example of an informative essay about a topic, internet addiction. As we read the essay, make sure you locate the introduction, the thesis statement, the body, and the conclusion. Are you ready? Let's begin reading. Today, internet is considered as one of the largest sources of information around the planet. Whether it is online shopping, catching up with old friends, or even searching how-tos on YouTube, internet has made everything easier. Unfortunately, many people are addicted to the internet. Internet addiction is a compulsive disorder that interferes with normal living. It causes severe stress, mental disorder, and relationship problems among families and friends. The use of internet seems very helpful and beneficial to all of us. Yet, we must be responsible users and consider the harm that it may cause us if we overuse it. Different types of internet addiction include cybersex, net compulsion, general addiction, gambling, gaming, and social networking. So, if you use internet to reduce stress or simply boost your mood, it means that you are seriously addicted to it. In that case, people who are addicted to it fail to achieve relationship connection normally and end up with unproductive results. The question is, do we use the internet to relieve stress, or we are too much stressed out on our use of internet? In addition, internet addiction may cause you depression, disassociation, decreased productivity, and isolation. Moreover, long-term effects are seen more in the physical aspects such as backache, neck pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, and vision problems. If you have any of these symptoms, you better think twice. It is not too late to make things right. In fact, there are some ways on how you can prevent internet addiction. Some most popular techniques include limiting computer time, avoiding sending messages and mails if you can possibly tell them by calling or even saying them in person, starting a hobby, and hanging out with families and friends. And some of the common ways to treat internet addiction include psychotherapy, counseling, support groups, etc. In conclusion, we must be responsible with our use of internet, as it may interfere with our normal life and it can negatively affect our social, physical, and mental well-being. We must remember that we should be able to use internet as a choice and not as a compulsion. There you have it. That is a complete example of an informative essay. Can you identify the introduction paragraph? Yes, you are right. This is the introduction paragraph. Now, can you identify the thesis statement in the introduction part? Awesome. This statement covers everything that you need to inform readers in your text. What about identifying the body of your text? Right. These paragraphs support the main idea of the text. Finally, can you identify the concluding paragraph in the text? Great. As you notice, it sums up and ties all your points together. It also rewards the thesis statement in the introduction part. You did a great job, students! Also, you have to be reminded of an informative essay's language features. First, it is usually written in present tense. Let us go back to our model text. As you notice, the verbs used are in present tense, such as causes, seems, include, use, have, fail, and end up. Second, it includes logical connectives to link ideas like therefore, however, and moreover. These are the connectives that are used in the text. So, in that case, in addition, moreover, and in fact, and in conclusion. These connectives are imperative in writing any text to have a smooth flow of ideas. Third, it asks rhetorical questions, or questions that are asked merely for effect with no answer expected. Can you find the rhetorical question used in the text? You are correct. I am now confident that you can start creating your informative essay. But before you start creating one, I am glad to tell you that we are very lucky today to have here with us a news correspondent from the news TV show The Source. And I believe she was able to interview Mr. Shivu Liones, one of the best informative essay writers in town. Are you ready? Here's Miss Winona Winner. Welcome to The Source. I'm Winona Winner. And today in the program, I am very honored to present to you one of the best writers who created the best essays ever written. His is probably the most recognizable works across the world for 25 years. And our guest is here with us today to discuss what makes a writer truly remarkable. A round of applause for Mr. Shivu Liones. Hello,
Hello,
sir. Welcome to the show.
hello, good day, and thank you, Miss Winona Winner. It is my pleasure to be with you here today, and of course, hello to our viewers who are aspiring to be great writers.
Yes, sir. Good morning. So, my first question would probably be, when did you first decide to be a writer?
When I was 16, that was in what we call high school, which is what basically our viewers are in. And what made me decide to do that was all because of my teacher who put the idea of writing into my head.
Oh, and sir, what takes to be an exceptional writer?
Being one is not just a coincidence. It is a gift and it takes time and dedication. You have to sit down and work at it. So what they say is 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration, and the rest of it is working it out. And while you're working it out, you often get more and different and new ideas. As a whole, it's a fulfilling.
Yes, sir. You are most famous in writing an informative text. I'd like to ask what would be the best tips that you may offer our young aspiring writers who are watching at this very moment?
Oh yes. First of all, good writers follow explicit steps. Here are some informative essay writing steps. As you know, most of the work of an informative essay is done before you actually sit down to type. So, for step number one, select an appropriate topic. If the topic is open, the first thing you must ask yourself is, what interests me the most? This will make the task far less laborious. Take something you're already familiar with and knowledgeable about and share it to the world, citing other sources and stating current facts and statistics. Number two, research and gather ideas about the subject. See what you already know about the subject as you uncover other ideas you still need to research. Number three, make a list of these important facts. Be sure all the facts are accurate. This is a good time to craft your thesis statement as well as a topic sentence for each fact you would like to conclude. Number four, create an outline that will organize your facts in a logical way. After this, you will be ready to make your first draft. Number five, write your essay based on the outline you've created. Ensure that one section naturally flows into the next. And the last but not the least, number six, proofread and edit your work. Editing is an important step for any writing task. Reading your essay out loud will help you notice areas where your writing may be unclear or awkwardly worded. If possible, have someone else read your essay and offer their ideas for improvement. And of course, don't forget to pay attention to grammar, punctuation, spelling, organization, and other errors as well.
That will be very helpful, sir. Thank you so much.
I almost forgot one last tip for our aspiring future writers. One more critical thing in writing an informative essay is watching a vocabulary. So before writing, you can make a list of terms associated with your topic. Check the meaning of every term, not to get trapped in the middle of your writing process. And coherency is what you should get in the end. If the text is simple and easy to understand, such informative essay can be considered as a success.
There you go. Thank you, sir. I'm sure everything is well understood. Thank you for sharing as your expertise and your precious time as well. These will really help us be better writers. Thank you once again, Mr. Shivo Lioness. I hope you absorbed every little tip and advice that Mr. Shivu Lioness gave us just now. Let's wrap up this lesson with some do's and don'ts. Here's a handy list of some do's and don'ts that can help you come up with the best topic that will keep your readers from falling asleep and your teacher from lowering your grade. Do. Look for a topic with sufficient information, but not so much that you are overwhelmed. If your topic is too broad, it will be much easier to get off topic. Do. Know your audience. That's very basic. Do. Pick a topic that's interesting to you. If you are not interested in the topic, what are the chances you can get others to care about it, right? Don't start a fight. Remember, you are not attempting to persuade anyone to do anything other than listen to what you are saying in your text. An informative essay is also not the time to strike up a debate by presenting in an argumentative way. Don't choose a topic that is too personal to you. You should be interesting to the topic, but it shouldn't be something that will keep you from being as objective as you can. Don't do the same thing as everyone else. Your audience has probably heard about your topic. If you don't have a unique angle, try not to pick common themes for your essay. After you've chosen your topic, the real work begins. How you approach the next step will determine how well your essay is written. That's why the ability to research and analyze is critical in producing great informative essays. Collect data and facts preferably from reputable sources. These information will help you build your essay objectively and help establish your credibility. 10 simple steps to achieve a good informative essay. Choose a topic. Gather information through research. Write an outline. Create the introduction. Include a thesis statement. Write the body of your text. Include facts and statistics. Make a conclusion. Restate your thesis statement and make the readers want to learn more. Time flies really fast. Now it's time for you to ask questions. As you already know, you may type in your questions in the comment box below and I will be very much willing to answer them. You will be given a minute to throw your queries and our moderator will collate all your questions and we'll choose 3 of them to be addressed here live. And the rest of the questions will be sent to your class discussion teachers, and they will be the ones to answer them. So, your timer starts now. First question will be coming from a learner from Valenzuela National High School. The question is, what is the difference between a persuasive and an informative essay? I hope you can still remember our topic about writing a persuasive text. Persuasive and informative essays are greatly different from one another. Always remember, a persuasive text aims to persuade the readers to perform a certain action or convince the readers to adopt the belief, opinion, or assertion of the writer. While an informative text aims to inform the readers about a specific topic. Though they have some similarities like their language features and structure, they still have their different purposes. The next question will be coming from a learner from Polo National High School. The question is, what is the purpose of the thesis statement? In an informative text, a thesis statement plays a significant part of the introduction paragraph or the composition itself, as it gives the readers a clear idea of what you are about to discuss. So, this has to be precise and clear as it covers everything that you need to convince readers in your text. The last question will be coming from a learner from Arcong Bato National High School. Can you start an informative essay with a question? That's a good question. Starting an informative essay is quite challenging as you need to get the attention of your readers in this part. There are recommendations on how you can effectively start your informative essay. Fortunately, asking questions is one of them. Some are through anecdotes, quotations, Bible verses, riddles, and jokes. You may use any of them depending on the mood that you want to establish in your writing. I think that's it. I hope you will use what you've just learned today as you continue your journey in learning the English language. Now it is time to check your activities in the learning packets. You will see what's more with a text entitled Social Media, Good or Bad. You will read the text and answer the questions after to check your comprehension. As you can see, you will also write your own informative composition highlighting your role and invention you will use as part of your job. And answer the assessment on the last page of this lesson. Before we end, I would like to thank our technical support teacher, Mr. James Leonorio, for helping us technically and, of course, for being Mr. Shivu Lioness today. To Mr. JV Mendros for voicing over our video on the evolution of social media. And lastly, to our teacher moderator. Thank you to your contributions in making this learning engagement successful. This has been Teacher Wenny, and see you again next time for another episode of Virtual English Class, only here at Valenzuela Live, where distance is never a hindrance in learning. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on learning. Bye!